let's get into this topic. You guys know I love being that girl for you guys, giving you all the new grad NICU nursing advice. So this is actually my favorite topic because as a new grad nurse, you know, you really want to get hired on like your dream floor, and there's a lot of units that, especially like ICUs, like adult ICUs, surgical ICUs, like they do want experience. Even like the OR, like there's just certain floors. Whereas we all know like the med surg floors and the telemetry floors, like that's where everyone goes to get their experience. Like everyone and their mother can get hired on those units. So the NICU is like one of those like very, very specialty units that I feel like a lot of people don't know a lot about. And I am so happy to tell you guys, like, you do not need to worry about not getting hired on a NICU because you're a new grad. Now, that's not to say the NICU is the easiest floor to get hired on. Like, there's only one NICU and there's a million other different types of specialties that are all very similar, like adult care, even pediatrics offers more. Like the NICU is just one unit, you know? So, and it is a very highly desirable unit. So there is competition getting into the NICU. But what I will say, and this is like one of my favorite things about it, is because there's only the NICU, you don't really have a lot of opportunity to gain experience. Experienced nurses don't have experience with NICU. They probably have experience, sure, in maybe pediatrics or maybe like other random like adult floors, but no one can really have experience in NICU. So managers know when you are a new grad applying for this position, or even just a nurse who's worked on other units who has experience as a nurse, like they don't expect you to have NICU experience. Like it's a very difficult thing to have. Like unless you worked on like some sort of specialty unit that has like level 2 NICU babies, or maybe if you worked in postpartum, you know, at least you get to see what a healthy baby looks like, but you can't get NICU experience unless you worked on the NICU. So do not be discouraged when applying to the NICU because you're a new grad. You're not expected to have experience. And this is another thing. This is something I really have heard like multiple times being in the NICU world. NICU units and like managers would rather take or find benefit in taking a brand new nurse fresh out of school who really has no experience and molding them into a NICU nurse from scratch versus having a nurse who's worked on adults or even pediatrics. Like PICU is a whole nother ball game. When you have to take a nurse who has all these experiences that were learned a different way and like on different units, it can honestly be like more difficult to mold them into a NICU nurse. Like yes, it's great they have experience bedside, they have experience as a nurse in general, they have experience working in a hospital, like they know basic technical things like from signing meds to like talking to parents and patients and, you know, bedside manners, things like that. But I'm telling you guys, there's really no better way to prepare you as a NICU nurse than just getting that from scratch NICU training. So I think a lot of NICUs actually like having new grad nurses like straight from school because they get to mold them from scratch into like the NICU nurse that they want. So at the end of the day, I would not stress about being a new grad. But if you do want to do other things to help yourself stand out, because it is a by default like competitive floor, look and see while you're in school if hospitals in your area that have NICUs are offering some sort of like shadow or like preceptorship where you can go there as a student and work on the NICU. One of the hospitals in the area that I live in now offered this, and I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it when I was in school, so I really never got the opportunity. And when I interviewed at the hospital, I lost the job position to someone else who were one of these like shadowing volunteer students on the NICU. And it was just something I didn't know about, so I missed out on that opportunity. But that's something I would look into. I feel like that's really the only way as a student to get like that like experience that could actually land you the job. Otherwise, I wouldn't stress about it. Just try to get clinical experience on the NICU while you're in school. Put all of that on your resume and really prepare for the interview. And that's all I've got for you guys. So best of luck, and leave any comments, shoot me a DM. I always try to get back to everyone. I try to help you guys out as much as I can.